Crypto.com continues their push towards mainstream adoption through the world of sports. As of yesterday, Crypto.com is now the global sponsor for all Formula One racing events. This is even more evidence that crypto assets are a part of the future. In this video, I'm going to give you all the details that you need to know, including information on another major deal that they landed that many people haven't spoken about. Stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of your Digit Hustle News. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking Crypto.com because the sponsorships, the brand recognition, the adoption keeps rolling in, and now they've gone global. And I find it interesting that there was kind of a little theme this year when it comes to certain cryptos and sports. Okay? Sports, if you don't know, is one of the best places to market your product because of how many eyes are on that product. Okay? It's an easy attention grabber, right? Now, all that being known, Crypto.com signs a global sponsorship deal with Formula One. That's major news. Now, before we get into the information, guys, just wanted to ask if you make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more global crypto adoption news. We're covering all assets here at Digit Hustle because we know that cryptos are the future. So if you're interested in that, like I said, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into the story. Formula One has been growing in popularity lately. In fact, the US audience has found substantial traction this year in a sport that has historically been more popular in Europe and Asia. ESPN TV ratings for Formula One are up 50% from last year and up 36% from 2019. F1 recently renewed its partnership with online retailer Fanatics as merchandise sales jumped 40% globally last year. Now, there is a new partner greasing their tires, major crypto exchange, Crypto.com. Now, Crypto.com is about to gain all of that exposure. Notice how they described an upwards momentum for Formula One, okay? Now, here comes Crypto.com. F1's increase in domestic popularity stateside has been attributed in part to Netflix docuseries Drive to Survive. This series goes behind the scenes and look at on and off track drama around the sport. ESPN's viewership for Formula One is now coming too close to averaging 1 million viewers, and even crossed that threshold with the recent French Grand Prix. McLaren Racing CEO Zach Brown certainly sees the connection, saying that it's got to be the most important impact in North America. Almost every comment you get out of someone out of the US, they reference Drive to Survive. Now, this week's partnership extends an interest that Crypto.com was clearly already expressing in the sport. The exchange was already sponsoring the Aston Martin F1 racing team. When it comes to spot exchanges, Crypto.com sits firmly in the top 10. The exchange's multi-year deal with F1 was said to be a 5-year partnership totaling over $100 million. However, for Crypto.com, Formula One can be added to an increasing list of global sports sponsorships, which include soccer's Coppa Italia final and hockey's Montreal Canadiens too. So yeah, huge into soccer, and yes, they have become the sponsor for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, the exchange has over 10 million users and continues to bolster that growth through sports sponsorships. So, like they alluded to, guys, Crypto.com is hitting on all cylinders, to say the least. All right. Now, that's just some brand adoption news when it comes to Crypto.com. I promised you guys a second piece. Now, the second piece to the story It's a little bit deeper. Okay. This would be your underlying layer. All right. Crypto.com taps Circle for global dollar deposits. Now, the list of videos that I have coming out today, they're indicating a pattern because if you don't know, USDC is coming to Tezos. Solana has just, solidified a deal with USDC as well. Tether continues to be under fire. So it's really got me curious as to what's coming down the road when it comes to USDC versus Tether. I'm really looking into making a video about that. But right now, we're talking crypto.com's part in this scenario. Okay. Crypto.com and Circle's partnership enabled US dollar deposits and receiving USDC for users in more than 30 countries. It says digital asset exchange Crypto.com has opened a new US dollar fiat on-ramp thanks to a new partnership with global payments provider Circle, according to an announcement that was released on Monday. The partnership between Crypto.com and Circle enables users in over 30 countries to deposit dollars from their bank account and receive USDC coin, a popular dollar-pegged stablecoin. Crypto.com's trading platform has over 50 pairs with USDC, which means that users will be able to buy Bitcoin, Ether, and other cryptos with their stablecoins. Dollar withdrawals will be enabled in the near future as well. So they're adding USDC to USD convergence with this move. All right. So layer that on top of the Formula One sponsorship, the global Formula One sponsorship. And what you have, guys, essentially is them first, they laid the net, they cast the net with the Formula One sponsorship. Okay. We're trying to get to this many people. All right. And once we get to this many people, this is how we're going to onboard them. And we're going to have them onboarded in US digital dollars. Okay. Simply put, guys, tied that all together for you right then and there. So further proof that technically, fundamentally, and just from a business perspective, crypto.com is going to be here for a while. Okay. They're tapped in with the major players, the major movers and shakers. And they're one of those, like I mentioned all the time, with an agenda. Okay. They have something to do. They have a position to uphold over the next decade. Okay. Because there's no longer a doubt in my mind that we are undergoing a transition. It's no longer a doubt. Okay. Where I find pleasure is discovering the companies that are creating this. This is such a very special time in human history, guys. Okay. Especially if you're in this space, because you get to see the inner workings of the next industrial revolution. This will only happen once. And you'll be able to tell your children that you watched it happen. And you you didn't just sit by, but you capitalized and was able to provide a stable foundation in which for them to thrive in the new world that was created. So with all that being said, guys, that's it for this video. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Of course, you can always get down at me in the comment section and social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All the links you can find down in the description and at digitalhustlenews.io. But with all that being said, guys, I want you to have a great day. Have a prosperous day. And most importantly, make that money. I'll see you in the next video.